Good, Rapmythology, the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, a Hayoka empath, bringing that brand new flavor. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we're talking about covert narcissistic mothers and shit. You know what I'm saying? The covert narcissist is very hard to spot out. You know what I'm saying? See, the overt, is all out loud and grandiose and macho and all. You know what I'm saying? In your face with they fucking devil energy and shit. But the narcissist is real. They don't see the covert narcissist, right? They don't have that same assertiveness and aggression. You know what I'm saying? As the overt. So they're real slick and sneaky and sly and shit with their game and shit. You know what I'm saying? They gotta fucking they gotta use like people close to them to get their energy supply. See, the overt can keep getting new energy supply over and over and over and over again. But the covert narcissists, they gotta use like their boyfriend or their kids or their co-workers, like people in their circle. They gotta try to manipulate to get them their energy supply. But so they gotta do it real passive and subtle and sneaky, so it doesn't kind of expose them and you abandon them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us kids in America and shit, we be going through this situation where we don't meet our parents till like we 26, 27 and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then we finally meet them, or like our parents will be on drugs until they like 50 years old and shit, and then they, you know what I'm saying, they finally get off, and we be thinking, all right, yo, we can have a good relationship now, we can make up for old times, lost times and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But usually the fact that the parent abandoned you in the first place, you know what I'm saying, or rejected you in the first place, is a good chance that they got either heavy narcissistic traits in their personality, whether like um, borderline covert narcissist or whatever, or they're a full-blown narcissist. You know what I'm saying? Covert or over. There's different types of narcissism. The main three is the covert, overt, and the seductive narcissist. You know what I'm saying? So I want to describe to you some things that a covert narcissistic mother will do. You know what I'm saying? And why we need to know these things, because like once you get older, especially if you into spirituality, there comes a point where you have to face your trauma in order to advance spiritually, in order to heal yourself and be whole within, right? You got to heal from the trauma that you went through as a kid. So, and if you're advancing spiritually, you're trying to get to the next level, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to face this trauma, find out what your flaws are, what your narcissistic traits in your personality are, you know what I'm saying? And learn how to control these things within yourself. But you got to identify your trauma from when you was a kid, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us have more severe trauma than others, you know what I'm saying? My trauma, thank God, wasn't that bad, but it was still fucking bad. You feel me? But I know compared to some other people out there, like my shit wasn't shit. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so easy to talk about like my situation, how I got molested or whatever, because I know compared to some other people out there, you know what I'm saying? And my mom's abandoned me and all that shit, like compared to some other people out there, my story is like really, you know what I'm saying, not that hardcore and shit, you know what I'm saying? So like for example, like my covert narcissistic mother would give me a lot of silent treatment, you know what I'm saying? Silent. Now, you know what I'm saying? So through my life, when I started getting older, like I never seen her talk to her till I was 15. So when I'm 15, like yo, I confronted her, like yo, why you never there? She punished me with silent treatment. You know what I'm saying? Being that and a lot of them don't even intentionally know that they be doing this, but the energy of devil energy and chaos energy in the body, it kind of only works one specific type of way. This is like one energy. So once you could recognize it in like a couple of people, you could recognize this energy flat out anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So now, right? She would hit me with this silent treatment, like all crazy, son. Like if I tried to like you know what I'm saying, like talk about her behavior, anything like that, she'll respond with this silent treatment and shit, right? So this was an issue for me, right? So I bump into my karmic soulmate, and you know, I thank God for the lesson. Now I understand it, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? She gave me hella silent treatment and shit, and I fell in love with the silent treatment, not realizing that the shit was coming from the experience that I had with my mother. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's important to catch your trauma and heal from it, because you'll find yourself getting into a situation where you're meeting people with the same narcissistic tendencies as your parents, and like having, you know, falling in love with them or having a close relationship with them, you know what I'm saying? Because you still not having healed from the wounds that you had as a child. Another thing my covert narcissistic mother would do, right? She would like get into skirmishes with people and shit like that. Like she ordered some shit from this guy Terrain Hicks or some shit like that. I think is his name. So you ordered some products from him, the shit went bad. This dude sends her a dildo, you know what I'm saying, in the mail or whatever, you know what I mean? Reacting to this energy, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right? Because a covert could push you to do something like that, you know what I'm saying? And she calls me like, yo, you know what I'm saying, Vaughn, you know, this dude disrespecting me, yo, go holla at him, da-da-da-da-da, like wanting me to be her savior. But in my life, right, the times when I needed her and I needed protection, she was never there for me, you know what I'm saying? I could call her, like, I've called her, like, in the past or whatever, you know, to try to go chill. Now, they always make an excuse. They always make an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, we chilling, we texting a lot and shit. We on the same vibe. I'm like, yo, let's chill. Let's go out and chill and shit like that. She's, you know what I'm saying? The time comes for me to go meet up with her. She's like, oh, my boyfriend is over here and shit like that. You can't come through. You know what I'm saying? My boyfriend is spending the night. So they're always going to find an excuse, and they're real hands off, you know what I'm saying, dealing with you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with a parent like this. You know what I'm saying? So she's tried to do it again and shit. She would call me up, yo, this dude is messing with me. Can you talk to him and shit? I'm like, and one time I'm like, nah, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your boyfriend or whatever. Like, y'all go through that yourself. And me and you is not even that close. Like, so she kept trying to call me to defend her in these situations that she was getting in, right? But and this is another thing with them too. They cannot put themselves into your shoes. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to you in a way and sympathize for what they did to you, right? By putting themselves in your shoes. So you keep asking me to defend you against these guys and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But when growing up, you was never there ever to defend me, ever. You know what I'm saying? And this is like a common thing that you'll see them doing. You know what I'm saying? Narcissistic mothers, covert narcissistic mothers would do to their sons. You understand what I'm saying? They'll put on their front, like, put on this image. They're you know, these people are very good at wearing a mask, right? So what my covert narcissistic mother would do, right? Every Christmas for the past 4 years or so, she would send gifts in the mail and shit like that for the kids or whatever, which kind of would give her the image like she's being a good grandma or whatever, sending the Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying? By this point, Rick, I really don't care about, you know, I've tried to spend time with her. I really don't care, but I like them, you know, 3 video games that come in could come in for Christmas and shit, you know what I'm saying? I be liking that shit, so I try to keep shit cool, you know what I'm saying? I really don't like her behavior, but I'm just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Keep sending them Christmas gifts and shit, but we got to the point where it's hurting me to keep dealing with her, you know what I'm saying? And I had to release her too, you know what I mean? So they'll put on an image, like, for other people, or, you know what I'm saying, to try to make themselves seem concerned, or like they do that a lot too. They'll try to act like they're concerned a lot, you know what I'm saying? They're concerned, but with their real intentions, sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing this, is to cause pain or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to hurt, you know what I'm saying, and sometimes it's the entity that's attached, you know what I'm saying. So like my mother was married to a child molester for like 20 years, so I don't know what type of entity might be attached to her and shit. I'm sure that shit, she was one with this nigga, they had 3 kids together, you know what I'm saying. So who knows what type of entity might be attached to her and shit, you know what I'm saying. So they'll try to act like they're concerned in situations, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And kind of try to flip shit around. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be going on like a vacation or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And she, for example, she might be like, don't go on a vacation, like, you know what I'm saying? It's COVID and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Acting like she's concerned, you know what I'm saying? Acting like, you know what I'm saying, they're concerned or whatever. But their real intention is to hurt or to make you miserable or to put you, so they're feeling like they're stuck and they can't do anything or whatever, so they want to project that onto you and make you feel like you stuck and you can't do anything, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is very, like, the covert narcissist is very dangerous because they're very hard to spot out. You understand what I'm saying? They're not all flashy and shit like that. So over time, with this passive aggressive manipulation it can be very damaging to a person and cause a person to have self-doubt. You know what I'm saying? stop a person from shining, from reaching their full potential. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, if you don't have a parent like this, it's probably hard for you to identify, to even understand, like, how can your parent, you know what I'm saying, not have your best interests in mind. But this is a real thing, you know what I'm saying? Narcissism. Narcissism is when devil energy, which is located in your root chakra, consumes the entire human body and mind, and you have a devil soldier. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody that's totally operating under devil and chaos energy. Do not let the religion, you know what I'm saying? I go to church every Sunday shit, and I watch the Brother Panic videos and all that shit. Do not let that shit fool you. These people can mirror. They are great mirrors. They know how to mirror and make themselves put on a mask and make themselves look like they're a good person. They will use the church. They will use spirituality. You know what I'm saying? This energy does not care. It will blend. It is like a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? It will be up in that church. It will be up in them fucking spirituality seminars and all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the covert narcissist is so dangerous, because they're hard to spot out. Alright, that's it. We're going to leave that one there. You know what I'm saying? You got more questions about covert narcissistic mothers, or you like to share your experience, you know what I'm saying? Or you might need help with your, you know what I'm saying, what's going on in your situation, contact me, you know what I'm saying? I'd be more than glad to help you. Alright? But Rapmythology, the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, a yoga empath, bringing that brand new flavor in your ear. Peace.